So 561 Music now has a hotline. You can call us anytime at 561-203-9122 and ask us any questions you like. Some humorous ones or something about the guests we've had on the show, or questions about gear, or questions about the festival, or anything you like. It's, of course, 561-203-9122. We would love to hear from you. We did a pretty fun little message, so you get to hear that too. Even if you just call up to listen to me and Hector trying to do a good phone message, that's a good enough reason. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you, so please get in touch. Check, check. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for coming to our festival. We are having an absolutely wonderful time. So how about the Shake, huh? Woo! The Shake have been very, very supportive over the years of the podcast, and I feel like in many ways they're a part of it. In fact, in the last episode, we pretty much said that we were both called Ricky, and all of the bandmates were called Ricky.
We were all Ricky. It was fun.
Yeah,
There was like 12 Rickies on the show last time. It's
Yeah.
pretty bad. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. For those of you guys that don't know us, Ben and Hector from 561 Music Podcast, we're the ones that put out the podcast. We're the ones that put this festival together. We really appreciate all the support and seeing all these faces out there. It's fucking amazing. In case you don't know, we're not just having the 561 Music Festival 2 today. We are celebrating this week because we are hitting our 100th episode. Whoop, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Take it by the scene. It's what we're doing. Come and check it out. It's what we're all about. 561 Music.
Welcome to 561 Music. My name's Ben.
And I'm Hector.
And how are you doing, Hector?
I am exhausted.
I believe it, man. I believe it. Me too, but I think
Holy crap.
you're probably more exhausted than I am.
Oh man, it was a crazy weekend. We played out Friday night. We played out Friday night at Walking Tree Brewery.
All the way up in Vero, no less.
Vero Beach, because we had nothing to do Friday, right? We didn't have to prepare for a festival or anything. Yeah, man, the festival, I mean, what can I say? Like, every single band was amazing.
I know. It was... all of the hard work was worth it. We had such a good time. I mean, it was stressful, but it was just such an enormous relief that it went so well. And the picture that I took of us at the end, you can see it all over our faces. We're just like, oh, thank God.
We were like elated and relieved all at the same time.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I think every band was amazing. The crowd was amazing. They were responsive to every band. There was a good crowd there for every band. If anybody's curious of the numbers, last year we had right around 600 people over the course of the day, and this year we had about 672 people, I believe, over the course of the day. So we definitely grew the festival a little bit.
Yeah, by 100 people roughly.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I want to thank all the bands: Octo Gato, Tasty Vibrations, Uproot Hootenanny, Jake Walden, Joey Calderaio, Bryce Allyn, Lybica, of course, KillBillies that didn't get a chance to play.
I know, the rain.
The Shake, 1983, Dominic DeLaney and the Dead Language, The Bucc Stops Here, Rogue Theory, HADEE, Stumble Steady, Eastway, Andii Styron, Euphobia, Young Fiction, and Fox Maple Band. Just an incredible lineup.
From beginning to end, everyone absolutely slayed it. I mean, the quality of the music was very high.
Absolutely. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the generous support of all our sponsors. So I want to thank Backsavers, Oasis
Root,
and Kava Bar, Purehoney Magazine, Raincat Studios, Easy Teas, Live Music Community, Galiano Family Salon. That's always a tongue twister. And of course, Matthews Brewing for hosting us.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just amazing. The only hiccup this whole weekend was at the whole event was a little bit of rain at the end. Happened to us last year. Happened to us again this year. But we scrambled. We moved some things around. KillBillies was the only one that suffered this year. And quite honestly, I feel like we still pulled it off. It was still pretty amazing.
Yeah, have you ever heard that song which goes bum 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 with the April showers? Dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
It's April, dude. It always
Yeah.
rains in April.
Well, we have a saying here. I don't know if you have it in England, but it's April showers bring May flowers. So
exactly.
Yeah, somebody suggested maybe we should think about moving it to March. But I mean, quite honestly, it was April 1st. It was practically March. So I don't know how much more into March we can move it, and it wouldn't make a difference.
Well, there's that old saying about Florida: if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes, and then and I think that's just Florida. It is what it is. It's a rare day in Florida that you get no rain all day.
Yeah.
So I thought we actually did pretty well. It didn't rain until much later on. So
No, and it only lasted for a little bit. And big ups to 1983, man. Those guys. They played their last couple of songs in the rain, powering through like the true punk rockers that they are, man.
For real. And I've seen some pictures and they came out great because you got the rain coming through.
The rain and the lights and the fog machines, it looks like a serious punk show, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and speaking of which, a good big shout out to Danielle. She goes by Alchemical on social media. Danielle was a huge instrumental part of 561 the last couple of months, getting all of our social media stuff, doing all our posting. I mean, literally every day she was posting stuff for us, and then came out and took photos for the whole thing. So
yeah, no, she is indispensable to both the podcast and KillBillies. I mean, I don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah, no, she started posting photos today, and besides the fact that I thought to myself, wow, that was quick. She is just killing it with the photos. I mean, so far every photo I've posted, that she's posted rather, I've just been like, damn, that's an awesome shot. Damn, every shot was better than the last.
Yeah.
Like every band so far that she's posted, and I believe eventually she'll get to all of them, and she has photos of all the bands. But I mean, every shot of every band so far, whether it's a full band or just a single person or whatever, it's just been dead on. It's been
Thank
crazy.
you so much, Daniel.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and other people to thank would be, of course, Justin Hucker, who without whom we definitely wouldn't have been able to get organized of speaking to all the bands between their sets, because that was really we had so many things going on, and Justin really helped us focus on that, which would have been a disaster otherwise.
Well, the argument is that because he organized all the stuff for us to do the living room and make sure that he's the one that kept pulling us in there, sometimes kicking and screaming because I had other things going on, and I was like, fine, I'll go. But he's the one that kept pulling us in there. He kept organizing and pulling the bands in and wrangling everybody. Like he said earlier, it was like herding cats, which I can imagine it was. But he kept the train rolling, and he made sure we had all the footage. So I guess the argument could be made that without Justin, we wouldn't have a 100th episode. But technically speaking, if we didn't do this episode, the next episode would be 100 episodes. So we still have 100 episodes, Justin. Ha! Take that.
So yeah, thanks so much, Justin. You're a hero. And James Galiano, who ran the
sound for the second stage.
Yeah, for the West stage. Yeah, and he did a grand job. I mean, he nailed it, and he's in KillBillies and in Euphobia, and so he was really busy all day, and he was super helpful, and he's a great personal friend, and thank you, James.
I feel like I was talking to the other sound guy, Ed, and at one point he kept saying, "Is that stage getting louder?" Like he goes, every time I tweak a little bit higher, that stage is a little higher. I think they had a little friendly competition going, kept amping it up a little bit as the day went through. I love that. Totally. I love that.
Yeah, definitely. It's like that kind of warring sound systems reggae thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And of course, we can't thank Ricky Ballou enough for just being there and helping us with the recording of the bands, helping James to be a backup for James whenever he couldn't be there, if he wasn't, doing his Euphobia thing and stuff like that. Ricky, big, huge shout out to you, man. You've been super supportive of the show. You've been super supportive of the festival, and we really appreciate everything you did for us, man. Absolutely.
And there's a whole slew of other people we could thank, but you guys know who you are, and we posted about it. And thanks so much to everyone who put the time in, and just the amount of effort that was just freely given is so kind. Thanks, guys.
Just everybody, man. We had amazing volunteers. We had an incredible security staff with Michael and Joe, and it was just constantly just everybody. My wife, you know, I don't have to thank her here. I could just thank her later.
Oh, damn. Saucy.
But yeah, and so yeah, guys, you know, in case you haven't figured it out yet, this is our 100th episode. Woo!
Yay!
100. I don't know how to do that. Is 10? I don't know. There you go. 100.
This is gang signs now?
I don't know. Man. I don't know. 100 episodes. If you would have told me 100 episodes ago that we'd be sitting here celebrating 2 festivals and 100 episodes, I would have told you were high on some crazy substance because there's no way we're going to make it to 100 episodes. I thought for sure there's not 100 bands that are going to want to talk to us.
Yeah.
There's definitely not 100 people in this town that want anything to do with us. But
that's the reason why we've been able to do it, is because there's so much music down here that we haven't really had a problem because, you know, the difference between this and podcasts where it's all about the people who. Because this podcast isn't about us; it's about the bands. And if it was about us, then it would have been
it's a little bit
so
about
much. Yeah, fair. Yeah. But it would have been so much harder to. It would have been so much harder if we had to come up with a different theme each week. If we had to come up with a ton of different stuff to say, but because essentially the content is the musicians that live in the area, and there's seemingly unending supply of them. You know, it just works.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, again, going back 100 episodes, you know, in my head, I'm like, there's a handful of people down here or whatever. I mean, I knew there was a scene, but I really didn't realize how incredible the scene is down here, how supportive the scene is down here. Everybody has taken this show in with open arms, has received us with open arms. Absolutely super supportive of everything we do, and the scene, you know, the podcast and the pop-up shows we've done in the past, and the festival, and just everything we do. Everybody, musicians, fans, everyone has been super supportive, and that's pretty incredible. That being said, you know, it felt like the first few months out of the gate, we were scrambling week to week, like, who should we have on? Oh my God, who should we have on? You know, calling people like 2 hours before the podcast, like, can you be on tonight, please? You know, just short of begging people because, you know, we only knew so many musicians at the time.
Yeah, and the other thing was that people didn't take it seriously at the beginning. They didn't realize that we were really trying to do it properly, and we had good gear, and it was a real thing and everything. Because you know, everyone and his wife has a podcast, so you know, they probably just thought it was like in someone's bedroom or something like that. You know.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, it's the success of the podcast. You know, if you want to measure it in any way, shape, or form, I feel to a certain degree is very measurable by the amount of people that want to be on this podcast.
Yeah, man.
You know, again, it used to be when we first started, like you said, nobody knew what we were trying to do. Nobody really understood what we were trying to do, and nobody really knew how serious we were taking it. And
including maybe us.
No, most definitely us. So it was, you know, it was a little hard to, you know, get people on at first, and, you know, and coax people on and stuff. And a lot of our friends did it because, you know, they're our friends and they were supportive of what we were doing.
Yeah.
But we're well past that point. We're at the point now where we're getting people on here that we quite honestly, we don't know anyone in the band. We don't know them personally. We haven't heard of them maybe before they submit. And, you know, I was just talking to somebody a few minutes before the show. I was talking to somebody about it. We get submissions to the podcast, if not daily, definitely multiple submissions every week.
Yeah.
And sifting through them is a chore. There's a big, long list of them that I haven't even had the chance to look at. Yep. And we're booked out all the way through like mid-June or something now. And of course, we can't book out too far ahead because then things come up. You know,
it gets weird if you do it too far because people all of a sudden have to go on tour or something like that.
They have to go on tour. Bands break up, members change, things happen. You know, so it's, you know, you can't do it too far in advance. But it's incredible how many people we have lined up, how many people we have in the rafters just waiting. You know,
and good people too.
Yes, and that was the other thing. You know, that was the other thing about the podcast and about the festival this weekend. You know, with the podcast, like I said, there's been bands that have come on here that I've never heard of before, and then they come on, and, you know, to prep for the show, we listen to their stuff, and then they come on, and then we talk to them, and we're like, wow, those are some really good dudes. Or I really like these people in the band, and they're good people, and their music kicks ass.
A great example of that was Fuakata last week.
Yep.
Who
you had never heard of them,
right? And then I listened to them, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best music ever. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, perfect. But but to the point though, as far as like, the one of the main drives of this podcast is we keep saying it's another platform or a way for us to help local musicians get their stuff out there.
Yeah.
Right. So all day Saturday, I kept having random people that recognized me from the podcast, but maybe I didn't know them personally, coming up to me and, oh, hey, Hector, I'm so-and-so. I listen to the podcast. Man, I just want to tell you, this band that's on now, they're incredible. I've never heard of them before. What's their name? Et cetera, et cetera. And so the fact that there were people at the festival, which leads me to believe there's people that listen to the podcast as well, that discover these bands through the festival and through the podcast. That is what we're doing.
It's the whole point of it. That
is 100% what we're doing.
Help people get gigs, help people move their careers, forward.
Man, I could not have been any happier when people were coming up to me and asking me who bands were and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was pretty thrilled. So so throughout the day, man, we talked to all the different bands.
We did, and so why don't we listen to some of the interviews from the. We're going to go in groups of 5. So let's listen to Fox Maple Band, HADEE, Eastway, Joey Calderaio, and Lybica. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right, Fox Maple Band. How's it going, guys?
It's going so good. We were psyched. It was so much fun.
Great fun. Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming. You were a last-minute addition to the festival, but I'm so glad we got to have you on. You played last year solo, didn't you?
Yes, last year, well, solo, but I had Rashad Reckley on saxophone join me, so that was really cool, but it's so great to have the band.
Yeah, I'm glad to be part of this festival. Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love the band. We've been recording some of your songs at my house, and they're coming out really awesome. I heard a couple of them today. Wicked. I love it with the band sound. Sounds fantastic.
I'm so psyched to do that. I gave you some plugs while I was up there because your production has been so fire. We made sure we got all 3 of those new songs in our set today. It was really cool.
Wicked. So is there anyone you're looking forward to seeing today?
Oh, for sure. We are all like old school punk fans, so I'm really excited. Well, I love Ricky with the Shake. I already like the bands I saw. Eastway was super cool, but I know there's a whole bunch of like punk and stuff. Lee's in the radio business. I know he's had a good time like seeing some of these bands that are kind of throwback, like awesome punk bands.
I love what you're doing. I really do. I mean, keeping local music and original music alive is really the way to go. We really appreciate your efforts in that area, man. Really.
Well, that's very kind of you, and I'm so glad to hear that you understand the spirit of the whole thing. Just trying to do it to boost local music. I'm so glad to have you on. It's been brilliant. So you've been on the podcast before. That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh my God, that's got to be one of the most hilarious episodes ever recorded. That was just because he was literally on a Skype video from England, and me and the boys were just having way too much fun. I mean, it was hysterical. We were laughing the entire show.
So what do you guys all play? Why don't you go around? What instruments do you play?
So I play mandolin and sing, and then this is Mr. Pete Catucci.
Hi, I'm the bass player. A little backup vocals for me.
And I play a little bit of drums back there, try to keep it tight back there.
I'm the shit guitar player, but they have me up there because I'm sexy as hell.
Well,
he's not wrong.
There's no denying that.
He's wrong about being shit, but he's not wrong about the sexy part.
You guys all rock, and thank you so much for coming. And let's get out there and enjoy the festival.
Hell yeah, dude. All day party. Let's do it.
One more thing. They have the best, coolest urinals in this place that I've ever seen.
You're not wrong there. They're real cool.
We always have the worst soundbite. That's all right. That's what we're here for.
All right, peace. All right, HADEE, how's it going, dude?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me here.
Oh, man, it was such a pleasure to have you on the podcast, and I have to say, your band is amazing.
I appreciate that, dude. Be nothing without them, bro. I mean, we got JJ here.
What's up, y'all?
We got Space Sep.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and the other 2 guys are just wandering around.
Who can blame him? There's loads of great music out there. I didn't
100% know what to expect, and I was blown out of the water by you guys. You guys were incredible.
Thank you, man.
And I think you got a real bright future. And I got to say, just chatting to you on the podcast, super nice guy as well.
Oh my God, no, it's completely. I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
likewise.
Oh, I appreciate it. So, yeah, is there anyone you're looking forward to seeing out there?
Bro, I mean, dude, pick your pick. You know, honestly, dude, we got fucking KillBillies. First of all, I'm hyped to see that.
There you
I
go.
have not seen you guys live, and I'm so hyped for that. Got a couple friends out there. I mean, Eastway's fucking killer. Joey Calderaio is awesome. Stumble Steady are awesome too. So it's definitely gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
Don't want to
wicked.
miss out.
All right, well, listen, what do you guys all play, you three? I heard you playing one of the most amazing drum solos I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your drumming.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you. So, sorry. So, I've been playing drums since I was 12, and I used to be like in a bunch of like other bands, like even before like I met HADEE, and they weren't like stable like bands, because before like I was in this music program called School of Rock, and that's where like I got like all my lessons and
I
how to
taught
like
there for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so like that's where I progressed with my drumming. And I was just in a bunch of bands, and like none of them like really stuck with me that well up until like I met this mofo right here. And I'm also in like another band as well. We are called The Flirt.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we've pretty much been a thing for like about a year now. Has it been a year?
Less than, man.
No, yeah, less than a year.
We've only been playing shows since end of July.
Yeah.
Wicked. Well, listen, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for coming. Let's get out there and enjoy the music.
For sure, man. Thanks a lot.
Hey guys, we got Mike, Nick, Adam, and Andreas from Eastway here. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. How's it going?
Oh man, it's fantastic. It's
Yeah.
been a crazy ass day so far now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your guys' set?
For me, it was hot. It was good though. I think we did all right.
You guys were on the west stage, right?
We were on that west stage.
We
Eastway on the west stage.
Yeah, we fondly call it the Rock. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a nice and hot stage. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always stick me in the sun. No matter what show we play, like I'm always in the little corner that has the sun.
nice. Well, we are excited and thrilled to have had you guys here. I'm sorry I missed the podcast with you guys. A little family thing going on, but.
Here's the thing. I also missed it, so.
That's fair.
Just means we have to do another one.
So you were having more fun than I was.
So they told me there was 3 spots open, and I was like, all right, we all want to do it. You guys go. I'll go snowboarding. Everybody's happy here.
That's funny. Well, we appreciate you guys coming out. Is there anybody you guys are looking forward to seeing today, or that you've seen that you like? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're super good friends with The Shake, Dominic
Awesome.
DeLaney.
Yeah.
There's a ton of other bands that we've been meaning to see that are on this list as well.
Awesome.
Mike, you probably know a few.
Was stoked to see Joey right after us. He's great, and you guys KillBillies.
Nice.
Looking forward to that.
Nice. So you guys are sticking around for the long haul.
We should. I'm gonna be sticking around.
Spectacular.
We'll be sticking around, and yeah, I mean, I'm glad they have these. Yeah, true. I'm
All
glad
right.
they had the tiki huts, because the last time I was here, they didn't even have the tiki
Oh
huts.
no! It's nice, man. It's nice to have the shade a little bit.
It's
out
like a
there.
little wind tunnel kind of.
Yeah.
It was still
Yeah.
hot as shit on
Yeah.
the rock stage, but we're
Well,
all good now.
We appreciate you guys being with us, man. This is our second one. We're still trying to figure out our way through the festival circuit. Hopefully, we did a good job. You guys feel like you're being taken care of, and
100%.
everything's good. Yeah, awesome.
Top notch, man.
It was a good time. We had one more song, but Mike likes to tune his guitar after every song, so.
They always blame it on me.
It's all good. It's all good.
We were gonna play a No Effects song, but yeah.
He goes, we got 6 minutes. I'm like, all right. I'm like, let's do Linoleum and Mystery. And they're like, cut Linoleum. I'm like, fuck, all right. Whatever.
More people know Santeria, but Nick's probably glad we didn't play Linoleum because it's the D beat fast drums. We already did one fast song, so he reached his quota.
All good, man. You guys absolutely killed it. It was a thrill to see
Thank
you
you,
guys
brother.
play, man. So thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks, Hector.
All right, thanks.
Hey, very well, man. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm great. I have to say, first things first, thanks so much for promoting the festival so much.
Yeah,
You made that
man.
cool video.
Totally.
Yeah, you're a social media genius, my man. You do it all.
I don't know about that, but I just post a lot. That's it. There's no genius to it. I just stay consistent with it.
Hard worker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you guys were amazing. You just came off stage. I love your music. It's so professional. It's so polished, and you guys absolutely rock. I love what you said about being like a pure and soulful event.
Yeah,
that made me really
absolutely.
happy.
Right, because people can hear the record or recording and get a certain experience, but having it live with the full band is a totally different sort of experience. So hopefully just getting more people out to see more live music will kind of inspire people a little bit more, and give a different sort of experience.
And I think there's so many good bands down here. Having a bill of exclusively local bands, the quality doesn't suffer at all.
Right. If anything, it's even better. I don't know. At least playing with these guys, it's like they bring it to a whole top notch of musicianship. So it's cool.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Any of you guys want to say anything about the event?
The event's awesome. There's a lot of cool people.
I love it. It's having a blast.
I used to be homeless, and then they hired me.
I had fun. These musicians are so good at playing that all their socialization skills have been.
It's like blind people can hear really well.
It's like in RuneScape when you give it like a +1 in music, but.
So,
true. As you can see, my point stands.
Is there anyone you're looking forward to seeing?
Unfortunately, we have to head out in like an hour. But I really wanted to see the Shake, Dominic DeLaney. We did get a chance to see Fox Maple earlier, and
I thought they did a great job.
HADEE or HADEE?
HADEE, yeah.
HADEE. I thought that band was really cool.
Yeah, they're a pretty serious band, right?
Yeah, for sure. KillBillies, of course. So.
Oh, bless. Thank you.
So.
It's one of the benefits of putting on a show that we get to have a late slot.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, listen. Thanks so much for coming.
Dude, thank you.
I love you guys. You've been on the podcast
Love
twice.
you,
I really respect you as a musician, and thanks for coming.
Right
on.
back at you, brother. Thank you so much for supporting live music and keeping the 561 energy alive. You guys do a whole lot. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey guys, we're here with Doug and James from Lybica. How you guys doing?
Doing awesome, man. We had a blast today. It was so much fun being here with you guys.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I appreciate you guys being here. It's this is the second festival for us. So we had a couple of repeats, but we really tried hard to make it a second unique festival. So we were thrilled to have you guys here. You guys have already played your set, and it was a little crazy. I was gonna have to ask you to stop, man. You were melting everybody's faces off.
It happens that way sometimes. It is. That's why we like to play at night when it's a little cooler.
Oh man, it was an unbelievable set. You guys just killed it, man.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, how you guys feel about playing the festival this year?
Oh, it's awesome, man, to be here with all these bands and with you guys. And we did the podcast, and that was so much fun. And meeting all these bands that I've heard of some of them, but haven't heard of all of them. And hearing them is pretty awesome.
Well, that's the beauty of this thing, man. Is Ben and I get to see bands that we don't see normally because we're playing so much. But also, the whole point of the podcast is to elevate the music community. And so when all you guys get together and meet each other and make those connections and just intertwine with each other, it just makes it that much better.
For sure, that's what it's all about, making connections with other bands and everybody. It's just cool to meet everyone.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I am thrilled that you guys got a chance to do this. I'm happy you guys were able to do it. I'm looking forward to see where you guys take this next, and looking forward to maybe having you on 561 Music Fest 3.
Definitely, we'd love to do it, and we've got some cool stuff coming up. A couple other shows around town. We've got a tour in the works.
Excellent.
The East Coast, Northeast Coast tour coming up in July.
Nice.
So got cool things happening.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, so that was the first 5 bands. When I was mixing the audio for those, I had a little bit of a thought to put a gate on it, and for the uninitiated, a gate takes out all the background noise. But then I decided not to because you really get a feel of just how many people were there and the vibe that's going on. And it was really fun, but it was kind of crazy. What we were thinking of doing is setting up the living room outside, but then we quickly realized when we got there that it was just so loud.
It's impossible.
So then Dave Matthews let us do it inside on one of the tables, and it was a little better in there. Still kind of crazy, but a little better.
Yeah, no. Hey, you did a good job mixing it. I went through them when you sent them to me, and I like that you can hear you can hear what everybody's saying, but I do like that kind of commotion in the background because
Yeah.
you do get the sense of how busy it was. And it was packed.
Yeah,
From
absolutely.
start to finish. I mean, there was a small group of people that showed up right at the beginning, and then it just built from there. A couple of bands in, it was packed, and it stayed packed. And even when it rained, a few people got scared away from the rain, but the people that stayed all crowded up against the stage, and we're all dancing for Tasty Vibrations and stuff. It was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yes, it was.
good. And I know every one of these guys, man, any one of those 5 that we just listened to, any one of those really stick out for you for their performance?
Well, HADEE was incredible.
I was just gonna say he really stuck out for me. Like
Yeah.
I knew that kid was gonna be really good and really like bring a show.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did.
And I have to say too, Fox Maple Band did a really, really, really good job.
Oh,
Their songs were
absolutely.
really solid.
Absolutely.
I mean, all of the bands are great. Joey Calderaio, of course, was good because he's such a pro. Eastway were fantastic. And Lybica was such an interesting.
So many people were talking to me about Lybica and
Yeah.
who are these guys? They're incredible.
Yeah.
Even Kelly, who doesn't listen to hard stuff, said she liked them. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to have on the show. Instrumental metal, it's
Yeah.
like they definitely were super unique on the festival, and they went down a treat. Everyone loved it.
Well, and that's the thing. That was kind of the point of this festival of us exposing local people to the local music scene. It wasn't a punk festival, wasn't a folk festival. It wasn't anything in particular.
Yeah.
There was something for everyone there, and
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, from Fox Maple Band, all the way through, Lybica playing the hard stuff, and then HADEE having more of like an 80s synth, digital sound to their stuff, and then Eastway, Joey Calderaio, like every one of those bands was significantly different style-wise.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful thing.
And I think the other thing that helped that along is there wasn't anything that was like, not to say that it would have necessarily been a bad thing, but there wasn't anything that was like obnoxiously experimental. Like it was all kind of accessible at the same time. So,
Except Euphobia.
Euphobia are great, but I think it was it was all good listenable music. So you didn't have to be a super hardcore fan of any of it to be into it.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure, sure.
So let's have a listen to the next 5. We have Andii Styron, The Bucc Stops Here, Bryce Allyn Band, Dominic DeLaney and the Dead Language, and Stumble Steady.
All right, let's do it.
Hey guys, we got Andii Styron here. The band is Styron.
Yes.
And we were absolutely thrilled to have you guys today.
We were sorry. My body's still coming down from performing.
It's
so
a hot one out there today.
I'm leaking everywhere.
No,
that sounds weird. I take that back.
It's hot out there today. I'm
It's
telling
so
you.
hot.
It's so humid too.
But we had such a blast. Like the breeze is good though, but the crowd was awesome, really
Awesome.
receptive, and the sound was great. We rocked the hell out.
Yeah.
So how do you like it?
I think it went amazing. I have never played Tell Me or any of my songs before in audience. Any of my songs that I wrote within the past 2 years, I haven't played live before.
Yeah, I was
So
pretty happy to hear you guys
Thank you.
banged one of yours out
Yeah,
there, man. That was awesome.
We only did it with like 2 practices, and he did his homework, so it was
Nice.
really incredible. It was nice to solo with Ryan. Back to back is one of my favorite things to do, and
Yeah.
with such a talented player, it's great.
No, you guys absolutely killed it. And we had a drummer that was running a little bit late, so you guys bailed us out with a little extra song.
I know, and then so we ended, and that was like our ending. We rehearsed, and they're like, "One more
Right?
song." I was like, "Lenny Kravitz." Okay.
Don't you hate that, though? You have your epic ending, and you plan it, and then someone's like, one more song. You're like, oh, crap, what do I
Damn,
have left? It's oh, my God. I would have paid money to see you guys do that. That would have been awesome. Well, guys, I absolutely loved having you guys here. Thank you very much for being a part of this. This is just very near and dear for Ben and I doing this, doing the podcast, doing this festival. For Ben and I, it's an opportunity to see all you guys play because we're always playing. So, so I really appreciate you guys being here and being a part of it. It was awesome.
Yeah, we really appreciate it too, and I know I'm happy to give these incredible musicians who are my bandmates a stage to like really showcase. Like Ryan, I don't know, he's like a genius.
We're just honored to get to play with Andii Styron.
Right? I'm honored to be sitting
my
here with
pleasure.
him, man.
I'm just happy that you guys can give us stages and stuff, because that's just the one thing that there's a lot of stages, but getting all of us together in one location and supporting each other is rare, because we're always out doing our own thing.
Well, and that's something I was talking about with one of the other bands a minute ago. Is it's an opportunity for all the bands to play. It's an opportunity to have kind of a bigger event as opposed to just a night out somewhere. But also the opportunity for not only you guys all to see each other play, but to network with the other bands, which is huge. And buy each
other's merch.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for being here, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We love you guys. And
we'll hopefully see you guys at 561 Music 3.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd love to. It's on the calendar.
Let's do it.
Get it going.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Hey, guys. We're here with Andii and Matt from the Bucc Stops here. How you guys doing?
Oh, we chilling here on this beautiful Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, beautiful day, great festival. Seen some good bands so far, yeah.
Nice. What time are you guys playing today?
We're playing at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I think I've been out there a few times now. There's a pretty good crowd out there already, and it's just building, man. So, yeah. How are you guys feeling about your set?
Oh, we're feeling strong. We got 6 bangers. We're gonna, release. We got a new song being released at the end of this month. We're gonna debut this here called Sunrays.
Fantastic! I love to hear that, man.
That's right.
New material. I love to hear that.
Yep.
Any bands in particular that you guys are looking forward to seeing, or that you've seen that you really love?
This band that's on right now,
Lybica
is phenomenal.
They kick ass, dude. They will melt your face off.
Yeah, and we just saw Joey Calderaio, and he was amazing. So
awesome.
That was an awesome set by them. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys being part of this festival. Again, it's our second festival, so for us, we're still navigating the waters, just trying to get it right. Hopefully, everything's been working out for you guys. Everything's good, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play. All right.
Oh yeah, sure. Everything's been running smooth so far. You guys have been phenomenal hosts. So thank you.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right. Thanks, man.
Cool. Thanks. Hey guys, we're here with Bryce Allyn Band. How you guys doing?
Hey man, what's up, Hector?
Yeah, man, good to have you guys here. It's a pleasure to have you guys back for the second year.
Thank you for having us back. It's our pleasure.
It was fun the first time around. I didn't lose my mind too much, so we decided we were going to do it again.
Why
the hell not?
Why not?
So, how you guys feeling about your set coming up today?
I'm excited. We get to do a nice short and sweet one today, man.
Yeah.
A little power bomber. So I'm excited about it.
Nice,
Be good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man. Anybody here you guys have seen or haven't seen that you're looking forward to or anything like that?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see the Bucc Stops here.
Nice.
Bryce and I are both involved with some of their upcoming releases, and so I'm really excited to check them out.
Nice. Yeah, I think they're coming up on the West Stage here in a few minutes.
Yep,
man.
I think they're coming up next.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yep.
That's awesome. So you guys are on at what time today?
Oh, we're on at 3:30 today.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, we got a good crowd here today. The weather is absolutely amazing. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better day.
The music sounds really good so far. All the bands that have played, the sound sounds good. Good vibes. It's always great to be immersed in the local music scene.
Yeah, man.
I really love coming here and just dipping our toes. So many times we're a slave to the grind. We're working and we're like alone doing our thing. So you come in today and you feel like you met people of your own kind. You know what I mean? It's a nice melting pot.
This is this festival is a little bit self-serving, man. I mean, I love what we're doing for the community. But I love that because Ben and I play so much that we actually have an opportunity to see all you guys play. We never get out. We're always playing.
Likewise. All of us think the same.
We literally threw this festival just so we can see you guys play.
Selfish.
That's just how it works, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys being here. I love that you guys are back for the second year. I love you guys made time for us and everything. And, this is awesome, man.
Man, big love. We'll see you at 5613.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it.
See you, man.
Yeah, see you later.
All right, so Don, how's it going, man?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm very well. So this is Dominic DeLaney in the Dead Language. So you guys are an amazing band. You've been on the podcast, and it's just so nice to see you.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me back. It's second time around, and this time I get to bring the full band. This is kind of like I said it jokingly as we were setting up, but it's like our musical solstice You know, it's like the yearly thing now that I look forward to most in our area.
I love that, and it means so much to me that you say that too. It's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, you're one of these people in our scene who really supports it as well and puts a lot of work in. Like guys like you and Ricky and Rocky are also involved in it all, and we really thank you for that. You know, it's a team effort doing what we do. You know.
100%, and like those guys, I'm so happy to have as colleagues and bandmates. And yeah, it's something that I definitely want to tell more people about and say, like, look, there's people that you will applaud for on stage and stuff, but there's so much more going on as well. And those people sometimes don't get that recognition, but they should. I mean, no crew, no show, you know. So
no,
it's
exactly. And so, what time are you playing?
So today we're on at 4. We're after our buddies, the Bucc stops here, and then the Shake's after us. And we're actually going on tour again with the Shake starting next week. We're doing a Florida run with Billy Doom is Dead.
Excellent. Keep on working. I think KillBillies are going to head out in October. So much fun on tour.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I just did the first Amtrak tour in January up in the Northeast in the snow, and it was crazy, and it was great, and I played new states. And then in May, I'm taking it onto the West Coast and doing from Cali all the way up to Vancouver, Canada. So that's May 18th, and that's going to be a lot of fun, too.
You're a busy boy.
I try and be.
I thoroughly respect it. So is there anyone here you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing the Buddies The Shake. I know they just put out their new EP, and it's amazing, and everyone should go download it and pirate it and sell it illegally, and tell all your friends to go see The Shake.
Hell yeah. All right. Thanks, Dom.
Of course, man. I'll see you later, dude.
See you later.
Hey guys, we're here with Garrett and Ben of Stumble Steady. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Well, you guys haven't played yet. What time are you guys getting on?
4:30.
4:30, man. This is going to be the crowd has been building all day, so I think by the time you guys get on there, you're going to have a really good crowd. There's been like amazing reception for all the bands so far, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys get up there, man. How you guys feeling?
I'm fucking ready to go, bud.
Let's do it.
I'm ready to tear it up.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. This is awesome. I wanted to thank you guys. I'm so excited. Can't wait.
No, this is something in the making now. You know, we did it last year. It was pretty successful, and then we decided, you know, what the hell, let's do it again. And, you know, leading up to it, we kind of figure, what the hell were we thinking? But now that we're here, we're glad we did it. So, yeah. Now, it's an opportunity for us to see all you guys play. We don't ever get out to, you know, see you guys and stuff. It's an opportunity for you guys to showcase in front of other bands and stuff. It's fun, right? I mean,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, great crowd. Anybody you guys are looking forward to seeing, or anybody that you've seen that you're like, holy crap?
I love everyone. Everyone is awesome.
That's the best answer yet, man.
I mean, like the Shake Boys, Dominic DeLaney, love those guys. Yeah.
Those guys are all coming up in the next little bit here, so yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. I'm glad you guys came out early and you're able to hang out. So
I was happy we were able to get here a little early, see some bands, and then, you know, stay a little bit later too. It's gonna be great. I'm excited for Rogue Theory. They're gonna be coming on too. That's pretty exciting.
Oh, those guys are sick.
Yeah, and we're gonna drink a lot, so that's gonna be pretty awesome.
That's good, because the venue won't ask us back if you don't. So
for sure.
Well, guys, we're very excited to see you guys play. You know, both bands, this and Rogue Theory. I mean, I'm looking forward to all of it, and I'm very happy you guys are here. I'm thrilled that you guys were able to be a part of this today. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. It's always a pleasure hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank you. All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the next 5 bands. One of the things I wanted to say is that we were recording all of the bands. So if you're into, you know, any of these bands, we're going to be putting out some kind of. I think we're going to try and do a thing with one song from every one of the bands and make a record. I mean, obviously it's not going to be a record, but, you know, like make an album.
Yeah, just we'll release it online, like, you know, like most people do on the streaming services and stuff, and it'll be a festival compilation.
Yeah,
a festival compilation. So, yeah, you know, it was funny. Andii was playing. And, you know, of course, like most bands, they have their set list set up, and then they have their big, you know, their big oomph kind of hit at the end there, and they played it with all their might, and it was beautiful, and they were done. And then I went running up there like a maniac, and I'm like, can you play one more song?
Yeah.
The other band's drummer's not here yet.
Yeah.
And she looked at me like I was nuts.
I know.
But you know, like the pro that she is, they did another song and they killed it. And then
the Bucc stops here.
Aquila swooped in for the drums on the Bucc stops here. I think Ricky actually sat down, and just as they were ready to like hit their first note, Aquila like pushed him out of the way and jumped and sat on the stool. So
you know, I didn't know a lot about the Bucc stops here. I'd heard the recordings and stuff. I've really enjoyed it.
They're really good. I like their songwriting, man.
Yeah,
I really like their stuff.
It was it was that kind of reggae funk thing, and there was a lot of similarities between their sound and Bryce Allyn band actually, which was quite nice that they were kind of next to each other because, you know, we had a little section of that kind of thing.
And of course, Bryce was just incredible as always. You can always count on him to.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I just love Bryce, and he's just such a good dude.
Ed, the sound guy, said that out of all of the bands, they were the easiest to mix because their stage volumes were quiet and crisp. He said all he had to do was turn it up. He didn't have to EQ. You know, he just turned it up.
Those guys are pros, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. I was just talking to them for the Livewire magazine, and you know, just talking to them about how seriously they take all of that. You know, they're not just rehearsing their songs; they're rehearsing their stage setup. You know, and they take, and as everyone should, but they really take it seriously.
Yeah, and I actually, side note on them, something I didn't realize. Back when this location of Live Music Community opened up, and Justin was doing all the live streams and stuff. It was when the pandemic and stuff, and people couldn't really go out to shows and stuff. He was doing a lot of the live streams here. They did Bryce Allyn band came in here. They did a live stream, and Justin had asked me to run a second camera for him, so I was in here running the camera, and it occurred to me at some point while they were playing that they were all playing to a click.
Yeah.
So that every song is always the speed it needs to be. And I thought, man, that is super pro.
Oh yeah, I even asked him a question about that in the article I wrote because you know, I think it's, and you know, the click doesn't lie, you know. The click doesn't show up having drunk too much coffee. The click doesn't have a hangover, you know. The click's always there.
But you know, I gotta say, like, props to them, man. You know, Euphobia has been working on their album, and we're working on at practice. We're working with click tracks now, so that we, you know, get used to playing these songs at a certain speed and stuff, and so that when we get ready to go into the studio, we're you know, well rehearsed with the click track. And I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to stay like right on there with everybody, you know.
No, absolutely.
And one person strays, everybody just kind of follows them.
Well, especially if you've been playing this song a different way, because you know, there's going to be parts where you're naturally pulling it and things like that. And actually, what you can do in that situation is sit there and kind of make a special click that isn't all the same speed and stuff. Sure. There's definitely there's a lot that goes into it. That's for sure.
Yeah. And of course, Dominic DeLaney, he I don't know if you saw the footage. He ran out and jumped up on a picnic table and was playing.
Oh yeah,
playing standing on a table. Yeah,
what a legend! And actually, everyone who was in that band, Ricky and Rocky and Dom, they were all super helpful for the festival.
All of them.
They were all there right from the beginning, right from when we got there at like 10 a.m. So thanks so much, guys. It was really appreciated.
And if you guys get a chance, go to Dominic DeLaney's Facebook page. He has a vlog, I guess, a 561 music vlog that he posted today. It's kind of cool. It's him. It's basically like him like the camera following him around for the day and checking out different bands and talking to people, and it's pretty cool. It's only about 12 minutes long, so it's not a long watch, but it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I love the fact that he did that. You know, it's just he's a good lad.
Yeah, I hate that we didn't do it.
Hey man, I don't know how we could have done anything more than we did, quite frankly.
Oh, I had plenty of time. Yeah, so on that note, and then Stumble Steady, man. Stumble Steady was that one of the ones we just did? Yeah. Yeah, Stumble Steady was on the big stage, on the East stage, and you know, Garrett and those guys, they have such a unique sound.
They do.
I love their harmonies, man.
Yeah.
I love their harmonies.
Yeah, no, and I was I don't know if I've ever seen them live. Maybe I have at some point, but I was really impressed. I spent the whole thing by the start of the stage just watching them, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh no, they were really good, really good.
Absolutely. So the next wodge of bands is we got The Shake, Jake Walden, Young Fiction, Euphobia, and Uproot Hootenanny. Let's check that out.
All right, so we have the Shake with us. We have Ricky, Joe, and Aquila. How's it going, guys?
It's good. I'm very, very tired.
Yeah,
very
well,
tired.
You've played a couple of sets now.
Yes, with Dominic first, and then with us second. Yeah,
oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
so did Aquila.
Yeah, Aquila played right before you. Almost didn't.
Yeah.
Almost didn't.
Yeah, he just made it. So, you guys are in many ways a part of the podcast that we do. You're so instrumental to everything that goes on down here with the music scene that we're trying to build up, and I just thank you so much for it.
Oh no, I can't begin to explain what you guys doing this podcast has done for us and what it's done for everybody else in this scene. And if it wasn't for you guys doing this, we would not be doing this the way that we are doing this.
Hell yeah.
So you inspired us.
You guys kind of wrote the book on how to operate with all of this, you know. So we really appreciate everything you guys have done for us as well, man. For sure.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. So, who are some of your favorite acts who are playing today?
I'm sorry?
Who are some of your favorite acts that are playing today?
Bucc stops here.
Lybica was definitely, that was the one band.
I missed the set because I had to go get him.
Right. So 5 minutes before Bucc Stops Here was supposed to go on, the van went down. So he couldn't be able to get here. So Joe had to take my car and drive to Boca to pick his ass up, and then West Boca to pick his ass up to come back here. Literally, I was sitting behind the drum set about to start playing with the Bucc Stops Here, just whatever, and he walks in. I literally threw the sticks up in the air, and he steps right into the drum set. And then in between the first and second song, we switched out his snare drum, like right in between, boop, and right in there.
I love it.
He's like, no, just do it. I was like, no, it's okay, just do it.
So you guys have a podcast too, don't you?
Yeah, we haven't done it in a while. We're planning on doing it. We were planning on doing it last week, and then just things came back up. But hopefully soon we'll be starting back the podcast. And you can still be able to listen to old episodes now, but they're pretty terrible.
So there's been a lot going on. And you've been releasing a ton of different records lately. So that's very exciting. And also, you went on a tour and you filmed the whole thing, didn't you? That sounds exciting.
Yeah, we did with two-ported tour with Dominic DeLaney. Justin Hucker from LMC, he came and he filmed the whole entire thing for us. So we have, I think it's about like 15 episodes that we're doing. Yeah, it's going to be like wrapping up the entire thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to kind of relive all of it. Like going back and editing all this footage and sort of reliving every day is really interesting, but you get to see like the ins and outs of what it's like to be a band on tour.
Yeah, for sure. I did something similar with Sonic Boom 6 years ago, and I still have the footage, and I love to look at it.
It's so much fun to look at.
I was just agreeing.
I'm trying to be liberal with this microphone, but there's only one, so
yeah.
Fuck you guys, just me.
Listen, I just want you to understand, you mean a lot to me.
Oh, thank you.
You've been very, very instrumental in how this all works, how it comes together. I love the band. You guys are absolute. Look, I'm wearing the hat. So
I hope you paid for that. We're broke as shit.
I absolutely did. Yeah,
I made Aquila pay for his.
Oh no, I make people pay for my merch too. It's fine. That's how you do it. Listen, let's go and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Yes.
I love you dearly. And,
love you, man.
Yeah, I'll speak to you soon.
Yep.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
How's everybody doing? We are here with Jake Walden Band, correct?
You got it.
There
That's
we
it.
go. See that? Sometimes I get my job correct. How you guys doing, man?
Good, man. I'm passing this sucker around. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great.
Amazing. Amazing. I haven't had an amazing yet today, so that's good. Yeah, man, we're excited to have you guys. You guys are back for the second year, huh?
We are. We have been invited back. Enough people said they don't sound like dying cats to weather another performance
Well,
from
there
us.
you go. I think the important thing here is that, you know, it's how you word it and spin it. So we could literally say, you guys have played every year of the 561 Music Festival, which is amazing, right?
This is.
That's how we roll.
That's how you roll, man. That's how you roll. I get it. So, you guys excited about your set?
We're excited. We're unsure. We're hoping that it doesn't crash and burn, but I think we have an idea. I think we're good.
You guys will be fine. You guys are pros, man. What time you guys going on?
We're doing 5:30 to 6. It might be
Yeah,
5:45.
Yeah, I think we slipped a few minutes.
Yeah.
5:40, 30-ish, 45-ish.
Yeah, in between 5:30 and 5:45.
Yeah. It's all good, man. You guys been here long? Have you got a chance to see any of the other bands?
Man, we caught Bryce out. We've caught I think Dominic DeLaney, Bryce, Allyn.
Nice.
And then
Bryce killed it, dude. And Dominic, dude, man. Dominic was here last year, too.
This is up on the east stage right now, but they were really good. And
Right now is Dominic DeLaney and the Dead Language.
I mean, really, they got a lot of energy. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
He was here last year, and we had him as an acoustic act. If you remember, the other stage was an acoustic act. So we had him as an acoustic solo. So he brought the whole band with him this time and absolutely killed it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's one of the few festivals that allows you to play original music. There's not a lot that do it.
That's awesome. Well, see, we like to keep it simple, man. No, I hear you, man. Well, listen, we are very excited to have you guys here. You're really looking forward to your guys' set. It was a nice change of pace a little bit last year. We had a lot of certain genres and things, and you guys broke up the monotony a little bit. Looking forward to it again. And yeah, man, I think you guys are going to kill it again.
Yeah, man, thank you for having us, and we're excited to hear all the other acts, too. And
Awesome.
Just a little side note, Young Fiction, because we all went to middle school together.
Yeah.
So we played together a couple of times. We've done our fair share of elementary school proms, playing the Black Parade from MCR. So
nice.
get that
man.
in there.
Side note to your side note, my son plays drums for that band, so there you go.
Let me just say that 561 rocks.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
And if you're still sitting at home and not here, I don't know. I think you should change
I'm telling you, man.
plans. Okay.
I'm telling you. Well, we're happy to have you guys here. We're thrilled to have a second festival to be able to do this again. We're celebrating our 100th episode this coming week, so you guys got to stick around because we're gonna have cake later. So
Right on,
Who doesn't
man.
like cake?
Hey, you know what? And it's awesome that you guys have been able to do this 2 years in a row, and we can't wait to see how it grows and keeps developing. So
Yeah.
thank you for giving artists like us an outlet that are playing original music, to get the art out there.
No, absolutely, man. Our pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Second album coming out soon.
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll be,
You got a drop date?
premiering a couple songs tonight. Probably dropping this summer.
Okay. And you're playing a couple of those songs?
Three off the new
Fantastic.
album.
Looking
So
forward to
some new
that,
stuff
man.
tonight.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys being here, all right?
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having us.
All right, we have Young Fiction with us now. How's it going, guys?
Doing well.
Doing very well, yeah, man.
Tired.
Yeah, I believe it. So you had to race all the way down from Tallahassee, wasn't it?
Yep. Tally last night and 561 today.
6 straight hours. Woke up this morning, got in the car, drove right here just in time to walk on stage.
That's how you do it, man. That's
Yeah.
rock and roll right there. I'm impressed. So I really enjoyed your set, though. It was cool. So I heard you have a single coming out pretty soon. Is that right, or did it just come out?
Yeah, just came out. The 31st it was?
Friday the
31st.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's called Kill the King. It just came out the other day. It's out on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music, it's out. New single, Kill the King, man. It's a fun one. It gets heavy, it's catchy, it's everything Young Fiction, you know.
Yeah, wicked. I gotta say, it's nice to have some young blood in this festival and like a real proper sort of like rocking punky band. It's super cool to watch you play. Really enjoy the energy. And I played some of my best gigs having just got off the bus and then jumped into it because you're in this kind of like crazy sort of frame of mind, and I think that really came across. You guys killed it.
Thank you, man. I wish we had a bus. We got out of my Kia Seltos and then we got on stage, man.
I wish I was in the Kia Seltos. I got out of a Honda. I was in a sedan for 8 hours.
Oh, gotcha. Well, at some point it'll be a van, and then it'll be a trailer,
Yep.
Then it'll be jumbo jets.
That's the goal, man.
Yeah. One day we're going to drop down in a helicopter with Young Fiction on the side of it.
That's awesome. So yeah, it's been really, really nice to have you. And it was like cutting it really fine. We were worried you weren't going to make it, but then thank God you did make it, and it's really made the festival. You're connected to the festival in a way. Your dad Hector is one of the guys who runs it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, last year, my dad running it, I had to help out. I set up the drums, the sound check, tear down the drums, help out all day. And I turned to him about halfway through the day, and I was like, I'm playing this next year. And at the time, I wasn't in a band. So he was like, oh, get in a band, as a joke. And then I did it.
There you
and
go.
Now I'm in the band, and now we played. So
manifested
mission
destiny.
accomplished.
That's super cool. Well, listen, we should go and watch some other bands. But is there anyone that's playing that you've enjoyed since you've been here?
I like the Jake Walden band a lot. I go back a long time with Jake. We played in our first band together back in middle school.
Oh,
And
wow.
Seeing him tonight, it was funny because he played right before we did. Stages are right across from each other, and I just looked over and I went, I can't believe that we're doing this with him tonight. So
Yeah.
he's my pick for the evening.
Yeah, that's awesome. He is a killer guitarist. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, he always has been.
I also want to shout out Euphobia because I've known Euphobia since they were not Smells Like Grunge. And, always love the songs. See them every time I can. So
Yeah,
I really love that band.
I thought Euphobia did a grand job. Actually, it's the best time I've ever seen them. That's for sure.
And always partial because Justin's in it and my dad's in it. So
Exactly. Yeah. Well, listen. Thanks so much for coming and talking to us, and I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you for having us, man. This was awesome.
How's everybody doing? We are here with Euphobia, and I know I'm in Euphobia, but I'm here with Euphobia anyways. How you guys doing?
Doing fantastic.
Good.
Yes, great. Absolutely great.
Well, we just played our set a little bit ago. I think it went really well. What do you guys think?
I think it went fantastic. I had a blast.
Dude.
It was great. Yes, I had a blast too. It was fun.
I think that's the best set we've ever played live, honestly.
Absolutely. I felt strong on it. Everybody was gelled. It was good.
It was fun, man. It was fun.
I got to get weird.
Getting weird is good. How's the day been for you guys, man? I know, James, you've been busting your ass at the second stage. They're doing
It's been a lot on the second
sound.
stage, and we just got rained out, so it's been hectic as hell, but it's been awesome as well.
Well, we're in the home stretch, man. We got 3 bands left.
Yep.
So
We're almost there now.
So we are almost there, man.
I'm having fun. It's been great. It's been great hanging out.
James has been killing
He's
himself
been
on the
working.
stage.
I've been drinking, having fun.
Justin's
playing.
been
It's a good
running
time.
around,
Yeah.
keeping my anxiety at bay.
I did the least of everyone here.
Brandon's been drinking.
Justin's been taking care of everybody. He's been like checking on everybody. You good? You got everything? All right, you're good. All right.
Justin's like the festival dad.
He is.
He's like,
He is.
"You guys
Someone
okay?
had to be.
You guys okay? You guys okay?
I've been that guy that like passes out from dehydration and all that shit, so I know what to look for. And you were like, I'm lightheaded. I bought you a fucking pizza.
Right?
I know, but I said I was lightheaded and then I had Skittles, so it was fine.
Yes, I've done the least, but I've had the most fun.
But you have had the most fun. I'll give you that. I'll give
I've
you
had
that.
the most fun, for sure.
Well, in case you guys don't know it, which I'm sure you do, we're celebrating our 100th episode. So we're gonna have cake here soon. So yes, the diabetic bought cake, and it's gonna be fun, man.
Oh right, cake! I forgot about the cake.
Oh,
Yes, mescaline cake.
Well,
Yes,
guys.
So
this
if you're
has
watching
been-
this later, I'm sorry that we poisoned you.
This has been absolutely fantastic. It's been absolutely fun.
Thank you, Hector, for doing this.
I love that we were able to do this, and I love that all my best friends were here to like do this with me and celebrate with us and just do this with us today, man. So
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
honored to be playing it and honored to be here. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
It's been a
man.
blast.
It was a blast. It was a
I'm
blast.
glad we got to play today. It's fucking awesome. It's been great.
Now, can we please record the fucking album?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get that shit done. Everybody keeps asking me, hey, can I listen to you on Spotify? I'm like, fucking no. We gotta do it. Gotta do it. All right. That's coming up. You heard
It's
it here
coming.
first.
Album's coming soon.
Soon, I promise.
All right. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, we're here with Brian from Uproot Hootenanny. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Buzzing.
How was your set?
It was great, man. We didn't know what to expect. Coming in and just everybody was feeling the vibe. And as soon as we started playing, everybody was just jumping up. It was cool.
Yeah, it's
Really
always odd, man, because like we did the same thing last year where we had all sorts of different bands. I mean, everything from just about metal and rock to funk to blues to stuff like you guys, bluegrass and stuff, And so it's always hard, and you always wonder, like, oh man, like this band just killed it. So is this band gonna flop?
but every band has been has had a huge reception today, man.
That you guys played before us. I forget the name of you guys, but
Euphobia.
Euphobia.
Yeah.
And it was like Tom Waits meets like freaking Frank Zappa. Like, I was just like, what's going on here? And then I was like, how are we going to be received after that? Like, it was totally different. And then we're totally right into the bluegrass stuff, and it was cool.
No, it's awesome, man. There's been a huge crowd here today. Everybody's been amazing. The bands have been amazing. I'm thrilled that you guys were a part of it. This
Thanks
year,
for inviting
man.
us, man. I'm glad. I hope we get invited back.
For sure, man. As you may or may not be aware, we are hitting our 100th episode. So, So we're doing these little sessions, and we're gonna clip them up and stuff, and then we're putting them together for the 100th episode. So we're celebrating that tonight. We love that you guys you guys are in the top 100 with us. So.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
You're in the first 100 episodes with us.
We loved doing the podcast with you guys. I don't know what episode it was, but it was a very fun time.
We gotta do a KillBillies Uproot Hootenanny show.
Absolutely.
I think that'll be fun.
100%.
It'll be really fun.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're gonna do. I think we've been talking about doing some little pop-up show type things, 3-4 bands throughout the year leading up to the next
great idea, yeah.
festival. I think those are going to be more themed. So we're going to have maybe a bluegrass night, a blues night, a rock night, or whatever.
Great.
So we do that. You guys are definitely going to be in on it with us, man.
I love it. Yeah.
But I loved it, man. The fiddle, everything was going. You guys had beautiful upright bass. Of course, I have upright bass envy.
It was amazing how smooth the transition was between. For the sound guys were amazing. Really easy setup, and usually at festivals it's like it takes a long time to get the sound right. Ricky was right on it, man. And
Ricky
even
and James have been
the first song. My fiddle was real hot, and I just was like, boom, you got it nailed.
Yeah, Ricky and James have been amazing on that second stage all night, man. So,
totally.
Again, man, thrilled to have had you guys here.
Yeah.
You guys absolutely killed it. The crowd was great. You had a good run there. Luckily, you played before the rain. It started coming down a little bit after you guys were done. So, yeah, man, thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll see you at 561 Music 3.
I hope so, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
All right, cheers.
All right, so that was the third group of bands, and we kicked it off with The Shake, who are just such great guys. Joe, Akila, Ricky, thanks so much for all of your help.
Yeah.
You've all been super supportive of the podcast since the beginning. You guys have your own podcast, which is really good, and the whole Long Live the Scene initiative that you've got going on is it's really continuing it's really in the same vein as what we're trying to do, and there's so much room for this kind of thing. There's sort of not really any room for it's not competitive at all, because all we're trying to do is we're trying to do the same thing. So
we're all trying to shed light on the local scene. So if there's more of us doing it, there's more light being shed on the local scene.
Exactly.
There's no issue there. In fact, they are. I don't know if you saw. They're kicking off another series called "Long Live the Pod," and it's got Dominic DeLaney as the host, and they're going to be doing it live from shows.
I did see that. Yeah,
pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So
Dominic DeLaney's a good host, man.
Yeah,
he's chatty, good-looking lad.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Shake, man, they got the crowd going, man. People were jumping up and down. They really got the crowd going. And then Jake Walden, man. I mean, what can we say? Jake Walden, just incredible musicians. All of them, incredible musicians. Kind of people that make me want to go home and burn my gear,
Yeah, it's just the tones and just the ideas that he has on guitar.
Yeah.
It's stuff that I just wouldn't think of, and it comes from, you can really tell how much Jake has listened.
Yeah,
because it's informed. There's only so far you can get with just kind of coming up with things on your own.
Yeah,
when you can really tell when someone's really been digging, and he definitely has.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then, of course, Young Fiction, we were running a little bit behind already. And then Young Fiction, they were coming back from a show in Tallahassee, and there was traffic, and we weren't sure they were going to make it, and it was a little touch and go there. And I of course, Gavin, my son's in the band, so I was caught between, festival director and father,
I don't know if I've ever seen you more stressed out than that one moment.
Man, it was crazy, because I really wanted them to play. I didn't want to cut them, but I was getting to the point where I was going to have to cut them. And then I don't know what happened, like, divine intervention or something. All of a
It's
sudden,
like poof, they were there.
All of a sudden, I looked up and they were there and they were about to start playing. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. And they were really good too.
They were really good. I had,
like I said in the interview, it was nice to have some young blood in there as well.
Yeah. I had, I think Akoa, one of the guitarists, their lead guitarist, I think he had a wireless and also ran through the crowd and everything with the guitar. And then we had a few reviews come in and stuff, and through the ticket link place that we used, and one of them commended Dominic DeLaney, Jake Walden, and that band that drove fast from Tallahassee.
Oh, you must be so proud. That's amazing.
That's all they said, that band. So I had to send them a message and say, it's Young Fiction, look them up.
Yeah, man. No, they're really good, and I would be a very proud father.
Yeah.
I think
they're going places, man. They just dropped another single, and it's just everything they do lately. Like every song they write lately, I'm just like, I don't know if it's because I'm a dad, but they're just really good.
Yeah, no, they are good, man. So. Well, Euphobia was
those
your
guys
band.
Those guys were terrible.
So I guess I can talk about it a little bit. So I'm the only one in the building currently who isn't in the band. But that was the best set I've ever seen you guys play.
I heard a few people come up to us and say that after the fact.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I walked off that stage kind of feeling exactly the same. That was the best we've ever played that set live.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The sound was good.
Yeah.
And the vibe was good. And you guys, it wasn't. I know sometimes the band is meant to have this kind of awkward quality, but there wasn't. But everything that was like sort of awkward about it seemed intentional.
Absolutely,
it didn't.
Absolutely,
it was great.
I'll tell you, I used my Rickenbacker for that. Obviously, I don't use the stand up for that band, but I did use that GK pedal that you gave me. That
cool.
Plex.
Yeah.
Man, I turned the dials a little bit different than with the upright, but. Man, I really like the sound I get out of my Ricky with that thing.
Sick.
Yeah, it had like a nice growl to it and everything. It was good. I liked it. And I had a lot of people compliment me on the tone of the bass. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I really, really enjoyed watching you guys. And it's nice to see the band kind of, back to life and really kicking,
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
The only downer was I had a lot of people ask us, when our next show is, but we're so hyper focused on the album now that I'm not sure when our next show is. but we're gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to put a show together because it was too much fun to play.
Yeah,
it was too much fun to play live.
It was fantastic. And then Uproot. Now Uproot, I just love them. They're so good. And it's so organic.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that's so great about them is it just seems to just come out.
Yes.
It's not contrived in the slightest. They've all been playing with each other for so long that they just breathe it. It's like they get up there and they just do it.
What's really funny about those guys is in this kind of setting with this kind of festival, we had reggae and we had blues and we had, Euphobia, which is, unclassified as of right now. We have, a punk rock, like a little bit of everything. So, to see somebody walking up there with an upright bass and a fiddle and stuff like that, like I know because people did come up to me and say stuff to me later about, they see a band like that walk up and they're like, oh God, here we go. What's this going to be like? But they killed it. And so many people complimented to me about the band, about how great they were and what a pleasant surprise. If they hadn't heard of them before, what a pleasant surprise they were. And just how well put together the band is and how well their songs are put together and stuff.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I had to classify Euphobia, though, I'd just say you're like an interesting rock band. I think you guys think it's weirder than it is. It really does hang together pretty well.
I think we call it like theatrical rock or something. I don't know. We'll see.
It's and that wasn't meant to be an insult. It was meant to be the opposite. It hangs together really, really well.
No, of course. But it's interesting because we do think it's really weird. So when we're in a setting like that where we're in front of several hundred people and everybody's cheering at the end of every song, we're like, oh. They like us.
Yeah.
They actually like us.
It's weird in a good way. It's unusual.
It is weird. It is
but
weird
it's
in a
not.
good
But
way.
it's not like, oh my God. Well, it's not like noisecore or anything.
No.
It's totally listenable. It's good.
Yeah.
So the next chunk of bands we got Octo Gato, legends, and then 1983 Rogue Theory, KillBillies, and Tasty Vibrations. Let's listen to the interviews for that.
Let's do it.
Everybody, we got Octo Gato in the house.
How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Well, we got you guys back after 4.5 years. I'm thrilled to have you guys here.
Can you believe it? 4.5 years, man.
I can't believe
Unreal.
it. How you guys feeling about playing today?
Feeling absolutely great about playing today.
You guys ready?
We have to be. There's no choice.
I mean, there is a choice. You can run out the back door, but I won't let you.
April Fools.
Well, guys, I mean, this is 561 Music Festival 2. When Ben said you guys were getting back together, we said absolutely have to have you guys as part of this. It's just you're part of the scene. You're part of the local fiber here. You have to be a part of it. So I'm thrilled that you guys are here. It's going to be my first time seeing you guys live, so I can't wait, man.
We hope to knock your socks off, baby.
Oh, you will, man. You will. There's no doubt about it, man. And you guys got some nice little stage props and things for little surprises.
Oh yeah,
for us?
we're gonna make it rain. A whole bunch of beach balls and floaties and lays.
Oh man, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You know we make it rain, right, Stevie?
We make it rain and we're smacking balls and getting down.
All right. Is there anybody here you guys are looking forward to seeing today or anything like
Obviously, KillBillies. Come on.
I mean, who doesn't want to see KillBillies?
Yeah, we're here for you guys.
Band, actually.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I really want to see them.
Nice,
I really want to see them.
They, I haven't seen them live, man, but like some of the videos I've seen, those guys kill it.
They rip.
Yeah.
Every band, though, so far has been amazing.
Oh, absolutely amazing. I know you guys just got here a little bit ago, but you were saying you were listening to some of the live broadcast stuff?
I was in the studio and I had my phone set up the entire time. I'm watching all the videos you guys are posting, and I'm like, damn, every one of these bands is great.
Every band has killed it, man. And, of course, you guys are going to kill it. And it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. So I'm thrilled that you guys are here. I'm thrilled that you're a part of this, man. We're celebrating 100 episodes this week, man.
Congratulations.
So, yeah.
Big congratulations.
So you guys got to stick around later because we're going to have cake, and who doesn't like cake?
We're gonna eat cake,
I
and
mean-
we're gonna eat it too.
Well, I mean, after 4 years on an island, I have to assume you want some cake, man.
Yeah, we've been eating coconut water. It's not good, man. That's all we've been eating.
And processed cheese sandwiches on our hand.
Oh, that's not good, man. It's not good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled that you're here, and I'm looking forward to your set. Ow! Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
All right, guys, we are here with 1983, one of my favorite years, one of my favorite bands. You guys absolutely killed it tonight. How you guys feel?
I feel kind of bad for.
Nah, don't feel bad for us. Listen, man, the rain came. The rain came. It happens. Only band that didn't get to play is KillBillies, but KillBillies play 37 times a week, so we're good, man.
What I mean is, we did have to clear out. We cleared out just a few people in the front at the beginning, which is okay. It reminds me of that Max L commercial or Memorex commercial where the guy was sitting on the couch.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the music blows him away. It keeps on going back and just blew.
Nah, man, you guys.
We told them that there was going to be smooth jazz.
You guys.
We warned them.
No, you guys killed it. You guys melted faces. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
I'm very wet right now. I'm very wet right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're very wet. Yeah.
So did you guys get get rained out, or did it kind of start after you were done?
My side did.
It rained on us.
It rained on you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
On my side.
All right. Well, that's okay, Rocky. A wet Rocky is still a good Rocky.
Rain or shine.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
I loved having you guys here. I loved, that you guys were on the podcast. I love that you were a part of this festival. Hopefully, we'll do it again this next year, and it won't rain on you.
We'll be at. First of all, thank you. We really do appreciate it. It was so nice, and we're at Respectables Wednesday, May 3rd. If that makes the timings right.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
If that's.
Yeah.
Agent Orange, Susie Moon.
That's our next show. Thank you for doing this and having everyone an opportunity to do all this shit, man.
All right, guys, we are here with Rogue Theory. Thanks for coming out, guys. How was your set?
It went really well.
Nice.
tried some newer stuff on you guys today, so that was cool.
Nice. Yeah, no, you guys killed it, man. The vibe out there was good. The crowd was good. You guys had a pretty good crowd for your set, so I was pretty happy with that.
Actually, all day, man. I've been here. I probably learned my lesson. Next time you guys do this, I probably won't show up 4.5 hours before we play with a bar and drink tickets.
No doubt, man.
But yeah, no, it was fun, man. The crowd's been very enthusiastic all day, energetic, really into it.
Awesome,
it's been fun to watch, like all these bands that we haven't seen play in a long time, and just kind of fun to kind of hear what they want to sound like. They're like their sound, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Ben and I, you know, we with KillBillies, we play so often that we don't ever get a chance to go out and see any of you guys.
Right.
So, you know, the podcast is for you guys. The festival is for you guys. But at the end of the day, it's a little self-serving. Like, you know, we have a festival. We have 19, 20 bands that we get to see now, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see you before. So, you know, it was good, man. I mean, all the bands freaking killed it today. You guys, you know, brought it. Everybody loved you, man. As soon as you pull out that fiddle.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, it was, you know, it's weird whenever you pull out any kind of violin or fiddle instrument in South Florida, it's always like a question mark because of the weather, the strings, but for this kind of set here, I don't know. It's really cool. It was like it felt like a rock show, even though it was a 30-minute set, but we got a chance to really kind of showcase some of the songs that we are really proud of right now.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it was really neat. We linked up with a bunch of the bands that did play earlier, and we're talking about doing future shows in the future.
That's what it's all about, man. 561 Music. It's all about you guys networking, getting you guys all like, you know, better shows, getting you guys all noticed, and I'm glad it worked out for you guys.
I don't want you to edit anything out, but I did say future shows in the future, which seems redundant in a way.
Nah,
we're gonna do present shows in the future. Yes. Real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to you guys at Live Community Music. Honestly, like, I am familiar with what it takes to put on a show, and you guys haven't done this for 2 years in a row, and it just continues to grow. I just spoke with the owner over there, too, and he was saying how much he loves having this event here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys would love to do this every weekend because it seems super easy.
I mean, I would do this, like, you know, 4 days a week if I could.
Oh,
man.
my God. Yes, do not count on me to help you pack up your shit at the end of that. Real quick, just the rest of the band, I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them either. We got Ryan Jacola on bass and Johnny Frasco on guitar. And, you know, they had their roles to play in my sanity for the last week and a half. So it's been pretty fun, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, I appreciate having you guys here. Hopefully we'll see you guys at the next 561 Music Festival.
Yes, next week.
Next week. Yeah, next week. Sure, next week.
I'm going to cut that part out.
All right, guys, Rogue Theory.
Welcome to 561 Music. My name is Justin.
My name's Ben.
My name's James.
My name's Hector.
I have the absolute thrill of interviewing not only my good friends, not only the KillBillies, but the guys who are actually putting on this festival. So we're going to go through and just ask the stupid little questions that you guys ask everybody else, and maybe I'll dig a little deeper. We'll see what happens. So, Ben, how are you enjoying the festival?
So far, so good. I'm not going to lie, it is a little stressful, but that's just because there's so many plates in the air. But I tell you what, I'm having a blast. It's so nice to see all of my friends are here. There's so many people I know. It's just so many people I don't know and I've got to meet. It's just a great social event. Here, let me pass over to James.
Nice.
Man, it's been a blast. I agree, it's been stressful, hectic, but it's been an absolute blast. People have been awesome. People have been, all the bands have been really cool, working with everybody, really sharing stuff and being just awesome, and it's great.
It's been absolutely terrible, and I've hated the entire experience. But I'll still do it again next year because I love these guys.
I think that's the real moral to the whole thing is, like, we're doing something very difficult, something that's, like, it's hurting cats all over the place, and yet we see smiles everywhere we go right now. Everybody is having a great time. It doesn't really matter what we're going through because we're making that happen. That is awesome.
I think that's the big thing is there's so many moving parts. You know, getting the bands coordinated, getting the sound stuff coordinated, the 2 stages, working with the venue. We're celebrating their 100th episode. We're celebrating our second festival. We're just a lot of moving parts. Merch, raffle tickets, getting the bands to sign the drum heads. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
And speaking of getting prepared, I have a question for you, Ben. Did you practice?
Did I practice? Yes, I have been practicing actually.
Very nice.
Mostly the hurdy-gurdy, so it's not really appropriate for this.
Well, yeah, wait a second. I was talking about KillBillies. You guys are playing a show tonight. It's the 561 Music Festival. Did you guys practice for
Yeah,
it?
we did. We actually played the set at our gig yesterday, which is kind of
Nice.
cheating, but still.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So you guys feel ready? Feel prepared?
Absolutely.
How could you not?
Absolutely.
You guys are great. You're always good. You're always coming clutch, so it's lovely having you guys here. I really appreciate it.
Hey, listen, Justin, you are one of the most important people involved in all of this. You've had our back from the beginning. You've been super helpful in this whole thing. I love you dearly as a friend and also as a colleague, man.
My absolute pleasure, and I feel the same way. I wish.
You guys got the coldest spot. He picked it. I love it. I love it. Jealous.
It's fantastic. Any closing words, closing arguments? You guys want to get into a band fight before you go on?
No, I don't think so. But I think. What is that?
James is picking
that
Hector's
was
nose,
sexy.
apparently?
No,
What's going on there?
I think that it's been amazing. Every single band so far has absolutely killed it.
The energy is insane out there.
Oh no, it's great. It's great.
Absolutely. Energy's crazy. Both stages, everybody is just like cranking, and it's awesome.
Just real quick, did you catch that he was talking into that mic first?
Yep, I did. I don't know which one's right. Probably the one plugged in.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and cut this because we only have a limited time, but I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you guys very much. And
Hell yeah, man.
without you guys, especially you, Hector, right now, this wouldn't even be happening. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank all of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you, Michael. We
yeah,
appreciate you
including
too,
Michael
buddy.
behind the camera. We're all here working to make it happen.
Normally, that's my job, so this is weird. None of this is all bad. Goodbye.
Hey guys, we're here with Tasty Vibrations here at the 561 Music Festival 2. How you guys doing?
Vibing, bro. Doing great.
Yeah, man.
We're chilling.
Sick. Oh yeah. I think right now 1983 is playing on the west stage. There's a couple. Yeah, they're killing it. There's a couple other bands, and then you guys are bringing us home tonight, man. Starting at 10 o'clock, I think.
Hell yeah.
For a solid hour. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. You guys got that nice vibe. You know, you got the ukulele going and stuff. I love it, man. I love everything about you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it, bro.
So, how are you guys feeling about your set tonight? Feeling good?
Really
You
good.
guys ready?
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're happy to be
man,
here.
Our pleasure, man. We have been doing this all day long today, and I am so damn tired. But I'm ready to see you guys. I know you guys are going to bring the energy up in the room.
Hell
the
yeah.
place, in case you can't tell in the camera, it's pretty full in here, but it is packed outside.
Super packed, bro.
Super packed. So I'm feeling like you guys are going to have a really good crowd. You guys are going to have some fun out there. You guys playing all original stuff tonight, or are you doing some covers or anything?
Pretty much. We're gonna mix a hybrid of a cover in there.
Oh, that's almost an original, man. That's
basically
fine.
half cover, half original.
Yeah. It's all good. Cool, man. You guys got other stuff going on these days, or?
Yeah, we just dropped a single called Cold Thoughts. When was that? February 1st we dropped it.
Fantastic.
We've been working on it for a while, but it's different process for us. The sound's a little different, but it still holds our essence. But we dropped that about a month ago, and we've got good reception for it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We've had, I would say out of the 20 bands here, I probably had, a dozen or so say that they just dropped a single or just dropped an album. So I love that. I love that we can promote it here because that's the whole purpose of this festival. That's the whole purpose of the podcast. I love that you guys were on it. I love that you guys have been a part of this. I appreciate you guys coming out, and I can't wait to hear you guys.
We dig the.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Super stoked to be here. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for the support, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks. We're gonna have cake later, so make sure you guys get a slice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Thanks,
Tasty.
guys.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so we get to start this off by talking about Octo Gato. Oh, my God.
Holy crap, dude. Everybody was on their feet. Everybody was up by the stage. Like, the place was packed when they were playing, and everybody was dancing. Everybody was having a good time. There was not an unhappy pair of feet in that place. They were all tapping their feet and dancing and moving around, man. It was fun. They had a fun set, man. They had a really fun set.
No, definitely. It was, if anyone on that whole, I would say in terms of like sort of like star power it factor, for me it was like HADEE and Octo Gato really brought it. You know, Octo Gato's when they just came on, it was just like bam. And I had a couple of people come up to me within the first 10 seconds of them playing and say, all right, these guys are already the best band on the thing. And I 100% agree. I think they just have this it factor about them, you know.
Well, and again, it's like we were talking earlier about, you know, theatrics and stuff. Like they just have that stage presence of they don't just get up and play music. It's a whole, like, it's a show. They put on a show. It's like we were talking about Bryce Allyn practicing their show as opposed to practicing their songs. That's Octo Gato, man. It's a show. They had props.
That cool Cramps tune.
Yeah. They all have they're all in character, and they stay in character, and they're throwing beach balls out there for people to bounce around. Like, it was just fun.
Yeah, they had white mic stands of white mics.
Yeah,
and like he was playing this awesome white hollow body. The whole thing was just amazing.
No, it was really fun, man.
Yeah.
And 1983, man, it doesn't get more punk rock than that. Those guys were playing in the rain.
Yeah, no, they killed it. They're the real deal, man. That's a real punk band, and I think that in the vein of like true punk rock, you know, it was slightly jarring because they really came in kicking.
Yeah,
and I think that's the best possible way that it could have come across. I thought they sounded really, really tight. Really fast and heavy, and like chainsaw guitars. It was sick,
man. I'll tell you, it was raining when they finished their set. It wasn't raining when they started their set. And when they first started their set, the first few rows of people kind of like were taken aback a little bit. I can see a few people kind of scooching back a little bit, like, oh, that's kind of loud. That's kind of. But that was the point of that, you know, that was the point of their set, you know,
exactly.
Like I love that they did that.
If the punk band doesn't make you feel a bit like they're doing something wrong.
If they're not making you feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're doing something wrong. But listen, they are the real deal, man. They are the real deal. They just played so well. Their songs are good. And
punked it out through the rain.
I was just gonna say, and then the rain didn't even stop them. They didn't even look over at Ricky and James like, should we stop? They just kept playing and plowing right through to the next song. They didn't even care.
Yeah, totally.
So
it was awesome.
Yeah, man. And then Rogue Theory. I mean, those guys are just so talented.
It's a very interesting music. I don't even know what you'd call it. It goes all over the place. There's these kind of Americana little touches, these little jazz touches. It's funky. It's R&B. Sometimes it's rocking. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. And again, that goes back to the variety of what we had at the festival. Like, there was just not any one kind of anything. And in fact, there was a lot of bands that have their own unique style. And that was awesome, you know?
Totally. And then poor old KillBillies, us.
Wah, wah.
I know.
We didn't get to play.
I know. It was a bummer.
That's twice now.
I know.
I mean, we didn't put ourselves on last year, so we said, okay, let's put ourselves on this year, and then now we didn't play this year.
Well, maybe we'll be able to play it next year.
I don't know. That festival director's an asshole.
So what happened was, the rain was just coming down, and with the acoustic instrument, I mean, it would have just completely destroyed you. By that point, the rain was really belting too.
It was belting. It was puddling up. There was nothing we could have done about it.
No.
And we couldn't keep the gear out there anyways.
Plus, you melt in the rain, don't you?
I do melt in the rain. I'm like the Wicked Witch of the West, man. I get like 3 drops on me, and I'm like,
so it's a bit of a bummer we didn't play, but you know what though? There was a small part of me that was relieved because we'd been working so hard, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to play. I really did want to play. But you're right. There was a small part of me that was like, I could breathe.
Totally.
Yeah, and then it was a little bit of a bummer because of the rain, a few people scattered and left.
Yeah.
But there still was a good crowd for Tasty Vibrations. And those guys, they the crowd that was there all kind of tucked in up close to the stage they were on there, and everybody was dancing and bopping and moving and grooving and shaking
and just like Uproot Hootenanny, it's like the music just comes out of them.
It does.
It's like they have that ability to just
just ooze music, man, and they're just such chill guys. You know? Yeah. I love them.
They are super chill.
They're super chill.
It's the nicest
and
ever.
And I love that, like, you know, they have like a ukulele and stuff. Like, I don't know, man. It's just such laid back, fun music.
It is, man. That could go one of two
jam
ways.
Stuff, you know?
It's funny because with jam bands, it can go one of two ways. It can just sound like a big old sloppy, stupid mess, or it can sound like that and amazing.
Yeah, and it does sound amazing. And those guys, you know, I was sad for them that we lost a little bit of the crowd with the rain, but I was thrilled that there was still a crowd there for them, and they were professionals about it, man. They played their butts off. They played their hearts out to the people that were there, and everybody loved them. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that's all the bands. Thanks everybody so much for everything. I mean, we're so stoked to have got to 100 episodes. We're so stoked that the festival went well. You know, we're going to give ourselves a couple of weeks of nursing our tiredness, and then we're going to start figuring out how to do the next one. The other thing is, I think something that we haven't been doing, and Hector and I and some other of the guys have been talking about doing more like pop-up events. Yeah. So maybe one in August, you know.
Yeah, we get you know, the whole point of this festival is to get you guys, the bands, you know, seen, you know, and so that the fans can discover these bands and can see them. And it's basically just giving them more opportunities for good shows. There's not a lot of opportunities for original shows around here, guys. There's just not. I wish there was more. And I commend the places like Respectables and Prop and stuff like that do give bands an opportunity to play, you know, original music. But there isn't a ton of opportunities around here. There's more and more being created with people like Ricky out there, you know, championing for that kind of stuff. But there's just not a lot of opportunities. So when we create a festival like this, it's more than just, you know, us stroking our egos of like, hey, we put on a festival. It's the real deal thing for as a platform or as another avenue, as another outlet for these original bands to play. Right. So as much work as it is, and as much as like it's insane amount of just ton of work and everything to put it together, and time consuming, etc. Where we can't do a festival like this, you know, every month or anything like that. We're still going to have to do this once a year. We've definitely been talking about and tossing around the idea of doing these pop-up shows like. Yeah, and it was always the plan since we've been wanting to do this, but we didn't really pull our finger out and do it. So I think now we're going to do it. We did a few, but we didn't really, we were just kind of testing the waters. We really didn't know what we were doing yet. I think after 2 successful festivals, we can say that you know, we've got a little better grip on how to do this stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
practice makes perfect.
Yeah, and so you know, I definitely want to give another shout out to the sponsors, because again, without these guys, you know, Ben and I would probably be broke and divorced right now. So, Backsaver's Chiropractic, Oasis Root and Kava Bar, Purehoney Magazine, Raincat Studios, Easy Teas, Live Music Community, Galiano Family Salon, and of course Matthews Brewing for hosting us. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank all of the bands. If you were at the festival and you did not pick up a festival shirt, or if you weren't at the festival, shame on you, but you'd like a festival shirt, there is a very limited number of sizes and colors of both last year's shirt and this year's shirt on our website now. If you go to 561music.com, there is a tab there. Of course, all the usual tabs for submitting your band and donating, and you can, you know, watch and listen to the podcast, etc. But now there's a merchandise tab on there. If you click on the merchandise tab, it'll take you to a page. You'll have, I believe what we have on there right now is a limited number of shirts from last year, maybe 4 or 5 tank tops that were left over, like the racerback tank tops from last year. We have a few of the lanyards that we used for the bands, the VIP lanyards we used for the bands. We had a few of those left. So if you'd like one of those as a souvenir, those are on there, I think, for like $10 or something. And then this year, there's like a very limited number of sizes. But there's 11 different colors that Easy Teas donated the shirts this year, and there's like 11 different colors. So the trick is going to be finding the color size combination you want. But I promise you, there's your size in at least 1 or 2 colors. There's you know, so if you did not get your shirt, they are available online. Last year's shirt is $10, just like it was at the festival. This year's shirt is $25, just like it was at the festival for now. I guess we also have for this year as well. We have also some lanyards and things that were left over from the bands, and so we have maybe like 15 or 20 of those that are on there. That if you'd like a souvenir lanyard, it's the lanyard with the plastic and the VIP card in there and stuff. So if you want something like that,
I love those things. I collect them from all of the gigs I've played over the years that have lanyards. I have this on the side of this lamp. I have just all of them on there, and every now and again I go and look through them.
Well, honestly, I mean, I was just gonna toss them. They were just extras, and then I thought about it as I was putting the shirts on the website, and I thought, let me throw them on there because some people do collect that kind of stuff. Some people do like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity for someone to take a piece of the festival home with them, and an opportunity for us to raise a little more money towards the next festival. Again, all the proceeds from the podcast, from our sponsors, all the proceeds from the festival, all that stuff goes into, to get the bands a little bit of money, to pay for all the stuff from the festival. I mean, the festival is not cheap. We had more sponsors this year, but we had way more expenditure this year. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we did do radio and billboards and posters and palm cards and social media campaigns. I mean, we spent probably 5 times on advertising than what we did last year. So yes, we had more sponsors. Yes, we raised more capital, more cash, but we had a way bigger budget of spending and stuff. So at the end of the day, Ben and I are really doing this for the love of doing it, and we're doing our best to put as much back into the podcast as possible.
And seeing as we've done all of the thanks, I just want to thank you, Hector. Thanks so much for everything you did to do this, because you worked incredibly hard at it, and you did an amazing job, my man.
All right. I'm not going to thank you, though. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, Ben busted his butt. Day of the show was doing all the recording on the East stage, and that was huge. I still have all that on my laptop. So,
we got to get that.
I got to get that to you. I got to get that to you. But yeah, we had videographers there, so be on the lookout. We'll be releasing little clips here and there, little snippets of the festival and stuff. Once we start syncing some of the audio and stuff to it. I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant. Well, here's to 100 more and many more festivals to come.
Yeah, man. I'm thrilled that we've made it this far, and now that we have made it this far, I can't imagine stopping. For
the next
so much momentum right now.
For episode 101, I'm gonna revamp the theme tune. Because the guitars, I reckon I could do a better job of the guitars. So I'm gonna go back into it and fatten up the theme tune. So
I'll revamp the graphics so it's a little bit more up to date.
Yeah, there you go. Wicked.
Yeah, guys. So remember at 561 Music Podcast. No, I'm sorry. At 561 Music Podcast is all the socials. 561music.com is the website. Gets you to everything. There's links for KillBillies. There's links for merchandise. There's links for everything on there. Submit your band, et cetera, et cetera. Donate to the podcast. Become a sponsor. All of these things are all available through the website there. So subscribe, follow us on all the socials. All of this stuff goes a huge, long way in getting the word out and making this a bigger success for you guys, the musicians.
Absolutely. Yeah, wicked. Peace out.
Awesome.
This episode and our festival are sponsored by Purehoney Magazine, and it is a staple down here. It's been just such a resource for South Florida music scene. Why don't you tell us a little bit about them, Ollie?
Yes. Back in 2011, they went old school with the physical zine that provides both a service to the South Florida scene and a vehicle for businesses to get their messages out to a growing segment of readers who continue to embrace and admire a retro product.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know if you've ever read Purehoney Magazine. I'm sure you have. They're all over the place, and they're really great.
Yeah. Purehoney has been around for quite a while now, and it is an absolute resource for musicians, for music, for shows. They have an amazing online calendar. They have an amazing calendar in the physical magazine. It's just been a huge resource for shows and musicians. And we are very, very fortunate. They reached out to us when they saw we were doing our festival for the second time this year, and they reached out to us and immediately said, we want to sponsor. How do we get involved? So having someone like Purehoney involved in 561 Music Festival is absolutely gold to us.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes us feel official. So thank you, Purehoney. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, and big props to Purehoney for stepping up and sponsoring us. This episode and the festival are also sponsored by Backsaver Chiropractic Care and Therapy. These guys are absolutely amazing. Dr. Christopher White over there, great chiropractor, amazing just individual, amazing person, huge supporter of the arts and the local music scene. They were one of the very few sponsors, one of the only almost sponsors that we had for the first festival. When we had the first festival, Dr. Chris White stepped up to the plate and said, "How do I get involved? I'm going to do this. Let's do this." And was one of the purchased one of the top tier sponsorships that we had for the festival last year.
So kind. We couldn't have done it without it. It really saved us. So we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And this year, when we announced the festival, I don't think I had even finished the announcement that the festival was going to happen, and he was reaching out again. How do I get involved? Let's do this again. And once again, they are our top tier sponsor. So, thank you very much to Chris and his whole team over there. If you guys are involved in an auto accident or any personal injury issues, you have back issues, anything like that, go see Dr. Chris White. He's absolutely amazing, and Backsaver, those guys are all amazing over there. They do the massage therapy, they do the adjustments on your back, anything like that. So definitely go check them out and tell them we sent you, and tell them thank you for being huge sponsors of local music.
Yeah, excellent chiropractors and also patrons of the arts. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
561 Music is sponsored by Handlebars Bar and Grill. We have been sponsored by Handlebars for a long time now. They've been incredibly supportive of the podcast. There's been a lot of changes up there. Now the food is supplied by world-famous McRae's Backyard Barbecue. That's 1977. McRae's Barbecue is fantastic food. The first one I went to was down Riviera Beach, and it is really some killer barbecue. So if you're looking for delicious food, somewhere to ride your bike out on a Saturday or Sunday, and delicious beers, then Handlebars has got it all for you. We're so happy to have McRae's involved with the whole thing because they're really up the game in terms of the food. There is a bike night every second Thursday of the month, and Handlebars is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come check out Handlebars in Tequesta, just off US 1. Hope to see you there. We are also sponsored by Oasis Root. Now, Oasis Root Carver Bar is in Sea Grape Square on Indian Town Road, and it is a carver bar. If you don't know anything about carver, it's a Polynesian root that you grind up and you mix with water, and it has been in Polynesia for potentially thousands of years. It's an old thing that they used for kind of ceremonial and also sort of leisure purposes. It's meant to be something where that brings people together. You all take a shell of carver and chink them together and say bula and have it together like that. It's meant to be something to bring people together. It's has a kind of an effect, which is, I guess, a kind of a slightly warming effect. It just kind of makes you feel nice. It's not particularly intoxicating. It's not like drinking alcohol. So the atmosphere in a carver bar is sort of like a cross between a regular bar and a coffee house. It's pretty chill in there. You get all sorts of different types of carver bars. Some of them are more like a club, there's sort of like blacklight and EDM playing. And some of them are more like a cafe. This is one of the cafe type of ones. It's super chill in there. If you're looking for somewhere to, I don't know, maybe go and do some work on your laptop or go and have a chat with friends, it's perfect for that kind of thing. There's a foosball table in there if that's your jam, or baby-foot as they call it in France. And Jim, the owner, is a really cool guy, and he has very kindly sponsored our podcast. So thank you very, very much for that, Jim. They also do a poker night in there, all sorts of things going on at Oasis Root Carver Bar. 561 Music is sponsored by Live Music Community. It's where we film the podcast that you're listening to right now, and it's also where I work. Gavin, Hector's son, was a student here for a long time, and in many ways he's the musician he is today because of the teachers at Live Music Community. We taught him not only about his instrument, but also about being in a band, and his band, Unemployed Youth, accomplished a lot of goals, mostly band etiquette, how to work together, and all of the nitty-gritty that goes into being in a band on a day-to-day basis. The student signs up for lessons, learns their instrument, joins a real band, and decides the direction it goes in. And we can take people from very young age, 6 or 7 years old, all the way up to 80. There's no age limit here. We run an adult program for people who want to be in a band as adults, but really the main focus is on the kids and getting them playing together and in bands. We are also a studio, a live stream venue, and we can record audio or video. The KillBillies live album, Warts and All, was recorded here. It was recorded during a live stream that we did during COVID. Justin had a great idea to record live streams during COVID. A ton of bands came in, and it was a real success. But outside of that, we can record albums, we can help you with your EPK, and we have full audio-visual capabilities here. LMC is in Palm Beach Gardens on the northwest corner of Military Trail and North Lake Boulevard. It's north of the gas station, right before you get to North Lake on Military Trail. And if you go to livemusiccommunity.com, you have all the information you'll need right there. Thanks.